Welcome to the fascinating world of rare Australian coins. If you've ever wondered whether the old coins lying around your home might be worth a fortune, you're in the right place. Here, we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change, starting with the rare and valuable Australian 1-cent coin. Get ready to discover how these tiny pieces of history could hold incredible value and possibly change your life. Let's get started. The 1969 Australian 1-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II might seem like a simple piece of copper to most, but for keen-eyed collectors and coin enthusiasts, it holds a world of mystery and hidden value. While not officially a bicentennial coin, due to the year, certain rare varieties and errors from this era have become symbols of rarity and intrigue in numismatic circles. These small coins, struck in bronze and measuring just 17.53 millimeters in diameter, were once part of everyday Australian change. Now, they may be part of a treasure worth a staggering amount. The key lies in identifying which of these coins carries hidden imperfections or production quirks that make them far more than pocket change. One of the most attention-grabbing aspects of these coins is their link to minting errors. Coins from 1969 that show double strikes, off-center designs, clipped planchets, or variations in the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II have fetched thousands at auction. Some error coins may look like regular circulation pieces to the untrained eye, but to a seasoned collector, they are gold mines. The unique imperfections caused by minting machinery can lead to values that skyrocket far beyond expectations, turning a mere 1 cent into a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars or more. Even more thrilling is the collector demand for high-grade, uncirculated versions of the 1969 1-cent coin. Coins that have been perfectly preserved for over 5 decades, without scratches, corrosion, or wear, are incredibly rare and highly prized. When a coin from this year is graded MS66 or higher by reputable grading services, its value climbs exponentially. These flawless specimens are viewed not just as currency, but as historic artifacts frozen in time. Their appeal spans the globe, and they often become the centerpiece of serious numismatic collections. Rarity isn't just about age, it's about survival. Millions of 1-cent coins were produced in 1969, but the vast majority have been melted down, lost, or damaged. The few that remain in pristine or rare error condition form the tiny fraction of coins that command enormous sums in the collector market. Just like fine art or rare gems, their value lies in scarcity, condition, and story. This is where the idea of unimaginable worth becomes real, because the difference between a common coin and a rare gem is often only visible to the informed. Another exciting factor is the historical connection. The 1969 coin features the young Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Arnold Machin, a design used throughout the Commonwealth. This era marked the rise of Australia's modern identity, post-decimal currency introduction in 1966, and global recognition of its unique wildlife and culture. The reverse of the 1-cent coin shows a feathertail glider, a native marsupial, which adds an element of national pride and wildlife heritage to its visual appeal. These symbolic details deepen the coin's value not just in dollars, but in history and sentiment. In today's booming collector market, nostalgia plays a massive role in driving demand. Many Australians who grew up using 1-cent coins now seek them out as mementos, pushing prices higher for rare varieties. Add to this the international interest from collectors fascinated by Commonwealth coinage, and you have a recipe for explosive demand. Some auctions have witnessed bidding wars over error coins or uncirculated sets, sending prices well into 5 or 6 figures. For coins that once jingled in children's pockets, this leap in value is nothing short of astonishing. Owning a rare 1969 1-cent coin can be life-changing. While not every coin is worth a fortune, those lucky enough to find a rare variant, especially one with a known minting flaw or exception. So, if you have old Australian coins tucked away in drawers or jars, it's time to look closer, especially if they include 1969 1-cent coins. Examine them carefully, protect them from damage, and consider having them professionally graded. What once seemed like a forgotten piece of copper may be a door to unimaginable wealth. Don't underestimate the power of these tiny coins. Their story is still being written, and you could be the next chapter. The 1969 Australian 1-cent coin may seem ordinary, but rare versions with minting errors or in pristine condition can be worth thousands. Featuring Queen Elizabeth II and the iconic Feathertail glider, these coins are highly sought. Second up, the 1977 Elizabeth II Australian 1-cent coin may appear to be just another small bronze coin from decades past. But among coin collectors and numismatic enthusiasts, certain rare variants of this coin have risen to astonishing levels of value. These aren't just ordinary coins. These are ultra-rare minting anomalies or impeccably preserved specimens that have turned heads at major auctions and private sales. Some variations of these coins, particularly those struck with minting errors or possessing rare die characteristics, are now fetching staggering amounts in the collector's market. And while many were minted for everyday circulation, it's the elusive few that hold the kind of value capable of changing someone's financial destiny overnight that at first glance, a 1977 Australian 1-cent coin might seem insignificant. Lightweight, bronze, and featuring the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin. However, in the world of rare coin collectors, the hidden value lies in the details. Some coins from this year were struck with misalignments, double strikes, off-center designs, or even with remnants of older dies, making them one-of-a-kind treasures. Even rarer are the uncirculated specimens kept in pristine condition from mint bags or rolls, with no human touch or oxidation. These specimens, especially if graded high by reputable coin grading services, can fetch thousands, sometimes tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars at auctions. The real buzz in recent years has been around specific coins thought to be prototypes, or struck with test dies, often accidentally released into circulation. These test strike coins from 1977 could show slight design changes or metallic inconsistencies, making them highly sought after by elite collectors. Some of these mysterious coins have appeared sporadically in private collections or estate sales, causing a surge in demand and skyrocketing their perceived value. When rumors swirl of a rare coin fetching 6 or even 7 figures, attention across the coin world explodes. And the humble 1977 1-cent coin is no exception. Collectors have long prized the 1977 issue due to its historical context as well. Though not an official bicentennial year for Australia, the coin's place within a decade of historic national pride and numismatic experimentation adds to its allure. In a time when Australia was reshaping its identity post-Commonwealth era, many coin series began to reflect this cultural shift. The 1-cent coin from this year, still featuring the feather-tailed glider on the reverse designed by Stuart Devlin, represents both the tail end of a coinage era and the beginning of more experimental minting policies. What makes these coins even more electrifying is their current market trajectory. Stories have emerged of unknowing Australians finding old 1977 1-cent coins in forgotten drawers, only to discover they are holding a coin worth tens of thousands due to a rare minting flaw. Others have turned modest coin collections into wealth by simply recognizing the unique traits of these small bronze pieces. It's a reminder that fortune can sometimes be found in the most unassuming places, like a dusty old jar of change or a forgotten coin album. Adding fuel to the fire is the fact that Australia's 1-cent coin was discontinued in 1992, making all earlier issues increasingly scarce with each passing year. This withdrawal has only added to their mystique and collectability, especially for earlier specimens like the 1977 edition. Many of these coins were melted down, lost, or damaged beyond value, making pristine examples a rare commodity indeed. The laws of supply and demand have taken full effect, and the few that remain in top condition are now fiercely protected by collectors. For coin investors and hobbyists alike, the 1977 1-cent coin represents not just an opportunity for historical SO. Before you dismiss that small bronze coin as worthless, take a second look. Examine its details, its edges, and its condition. Consult a grading expert, look for mint errors, or even consider sending it for professional certification. Because if you're one of the lucky few to own a rare 1977 Elizabeth II Australian 1-cent coin, you might just be sitting on a fortune that could change your life forever. These coins are more than currency. They're silent gold mines waiting to be discovered, The 1977 Elizabeth II Australian 1-cent coin may look ordinary, but certain rare versions, especially those with minting errors, test strikes, or in flawless, uncirculated condition, can be worth a fortune today. While most were used in daily circulation, a few rare examples have sold for thousands, even hundreds of thousands, making them highly sought after by collectors. With the 1-cent coin discontinued in 1992, these early editions are growing even more valuable. And if you happen to find one with a unique flaw or in perfect shape, you could be holding a life-changing treasure. Third up, the 1973 Australian 1-cent coin may seem like an ordinary piece of copper to many, but to collectors and numismatics enthusiasts, it holds the potential of being one of the most valuable and rare finds in the numismatic world. These coins, part of the pre-decimal transition period and bearing the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, have become increasingly rare over the years due to their limited mintage, age, and the ever-diminishing number of high-quality specimens in circulation. Struck in bronze and featuring the image of a feathertail glider on the reverse, these coins were never designed with the intention of becoming highly valuable. However, certain 1973 1-cent coins, especially those with minting errors, pristine uncirculated condition, or historical anomalies, can fetch astronomical sums in today's collector market. What truly elevates the status of the 1973 1-cent coin is its rarity and high grades. Most coins in public hands have suffered decades of wear, scratches, and corrosion, making those in near-perfect condition exceptionally scarce. The finest examples, graded as MS, mint state, 65 or above, can command shocking prices due to their high appeal and scarcity. Some have even sold at private auctions for thousands of dollars. And if the coin possesses unique traits, such as a double strike, off-center error, or planchet flaw, its value can skyrocket further. These aren't just coins. They're historical artifacts that represent a moment frozen in time, a piece of Australia's currency legacy captured in copper. Adding to their mystique, some rumors circulate within collector circles about rare prototypes and test strikes from the 1973 minting batch, coins that were never intended for public release. These ultra-rare pieces, often featuring subtle differences in the font, die alignment, or metal composition, are whispered to be worth tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. While their existence has never been officially confirmed by the Royal Australian Mint, a handful of privately held examples have turned up over the years, usually in estate collections or old family boxes long forgotten. Their discovery sends shockwaves through the numismatic world every time, reigniting interest and pushing prices even higher. Australia's bicentennial celebrations in the late 1980s cast a nostalgic glow over earlier coins like the 1973 1-cent, retroactively increasing their desirability among collectors who see them as symbolic links to Australia's evolving national identity. Even though the official bicentennial coins were released later, many collectors and marketers now refer to coins from the 1970s, including the 1973 1-cent, as bicentennial-era coins due to their historical proximity. This association has only fueled the mythos surrounding them, making them seem even more rare, exclusive, and potentially valuable to both seasoned collectors and new enthusiasts entering the market. What makes these coins especially compelling is the idea that immense value can be hiding in plain sight. Imagine stumbling upon an old coin jar at your grandmother's house and discovering a 1973 1-cent coin in perfect condition, unaware that you're holding a piece potentially worth thousands or even more. This dream of uncovering unexpected wealth drives a massive underground market of collectors, dealers, and hobbyists. It's not just a coin, it's a lottery ticket you didn't know you owned. And unlike lottery tickets, the odds are in your favor if you know what to look for. Collectors often describe these coins as sleepers, valuable coins hiding in plain sight, undervalued by the general public. Unlike more mainstream rarities like the 1930 penny or the 1923 halfpenny, the 1973 1-cent coin remains somewhat under the radar, which is exactly why now may be the best time to invest or hunt for one. As demand continues to rise and supply dwindles further due to natural attrition and collector hoarding, prices are poised to surge. The coin market thrives on rarity, condition, and timing, and all three of these factors are beginning to align perfectly for this coin. That if you currently own a 1973 1-cent coin, it's critical not to dismiss its value without first having it examined by a professional numismatist or submitting it for grading. The difference between a coin worth $1 and one worth $10,000 can a grain conclusion. The 1973 Australian 1-cent coin is more than just a copper relic from the past. It's a treasure that bridges history, rarity, and economic potential. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who's never paid much attention to pocket change, this coin represents a thrilling opportunity. The stories of people who found rare coins in old drawers and later sold them for life-changing amounts are not myths. They're very real, and you could be next. So before you spend or discard any old Australian coins, take a closer look, because one of them just might hold the key to unexpected fortune. Next up, the 1983 Australian 1-cent coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, is often overlooked by collectors and the public alike due to its humble face value and wide circulation at the time. However, beneath its coppery exterior lies the potential for extraordinary value, especially among rare or misstruck specimens from the bicentennial era. While 1983 wasn't technically a bicentennial year in Australia, collectors often lump rare finds from the late 20th century into this high-interest category due to their connection to national identity, limited minages, and rising global demand. If you come across a 1983 1-cent coin, don't dismiss it as pocket change. It might just be your golden ticket to life-changing wealth. During the early 1980s, the Royal Australian Mint produced coins in mass quantities, yet quality control issues and die variety inconsistencies gave rise to a number of rare errors and limited edition runs. Coins with double strikes, off-center minting, clipped planchets, or those with unusual luster or patina have commanded astonishing prices at auctions. Collectors are particularly drawn to coins with misaligned dies or coins struck on foreign planchets, which sometimes slipped through unnoticed. The 1983 1-cent coin is no exception, and specific rare versions of it, especially those in uncirculated or proof condition, are known to have been sold for thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. Adding to the coin's mystique is the transition era it represents. By the mid-1980s, the Australian government was moving toward phasing out lower denomination coins due to inflation and minting costs. The 1-cent coin would see its official end in 1992, but by 1983, production had already begun to taper off. This makes any coin from this year especially noteworthy, particularly mint condition examples or coins struck with anomalies. It's in these transitional details where massive value hides in plain sight, ready to reward the patient and keen-eyed collector with fortunes that most people never imagine from something so small. Furthermore, a powerful influence on the coin's rising worth is nostalgia-driven demand. As collectors grow older, their desire to recapture fragments of their childhood, often through physical relics like coins, drives up demand for specific years. The 1983 1-cent coin has benefited from this cultural phenomenon. Australians, who once used these coins in daily life, now see them as treasured keepsakes, adding sentimental value to the already increasing monetary worth. Coin dealers and auction houses have taken notice, and high-grade examples are increasingly difficult to find as collectors snatch them up, anticipating future returns. What makes certain 1983 1-cent coins even more astonishing is their speculative association with rare mint trial pieces and pre-production coins. Some numismatists believe that extremely limited test strikes or proof sets from this year may have made their way into circulation through mishandling or collector error. These ghost-like coins, if discovered, are essentially priceless. Owning one would place you in a very elite tier of collectors and instantly elevate your financial status, an outcome that feels more like winning the lottery than simply collecting currency. Moreover, coins from this period with errors involving the Queen's portrait, such as ghosting, die fatigue, or partial effacement, have shown to perform exceptionally well in numismatic circles. Queen Elizabeth II's profile on Australian coins is iconic, and any deviation from the norm turns an ordinary coin into a high-demand anomaly. Combine this with the subtle wear patterns and natural toning from 4 decades of aging, and you could be holding a miniature masterpiece that wealthy collectors would pay exorbitant sums to acquire. This surge in value has also been influenced by international Antian conclusion. The 1983 Australian 1-cent coin is a quiet legend in the world of rare coin collecting. While it may not seem special at first glance, it's precisely this underestimation that makes it such a powerful investment for those in the know. Whether through rare errors, limited mintage quirks, sentimental value, or international demand, this small copper coin holds the potential to deliver unimaginable wealth. So before you dismiss any old 1-cent coin, take a closer look, because in the world of numismatics, fortunes are made from the unexpected. The 1983 Australian 1-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II may seem ordinary, but rare versions of it, especially those with minting errors or in pristine condition, can be worth thousands, even millions. As collectors worldwide seek out these hidden gems, coins once seen as pocket change are now considered potential treasures. With rising demand, limited availability, and historical significance, even a single rare 1983 coin could transform your fortune overnight. Don't overlook this tiny copper piece. It might just make you rich.